Hey everybody, it's Mark Pruitt here with Strategic Estate Planning Services with another money tip. I'm joined with Morgan and Stephen in regards to Medicare. We're going to talk today briefly about Medicare Part D, which D stands for D is for drug. And so I can tell you this from just talking with these two guys right here today, it's complicated to say the least. And we're going to kind of prove that to you here in just a minute. But let me kind of start with a question in regards to Part D. You know, when we say D is for drugs, does everyone need to sign up for Part D? Stephen, maybe why don't we start with you and I'll just ask you the question. Does everybody need to sign up for Part D?
No, but see, the government publications say Part D is optional, but then they'll come back and penalize you for not having it if you later sign up when if you had a gap in coverage, so to speak.
Okay.
But the answer is still no, because some people have other means of getting drugs that is considered credible coverage. So the greatest example in my mind is the Veterans Administration. So if many vets have enrolled in and they receive their prescription drugs through the VA, and that is considered credible coverage. And if you're happy with that, I would say, if that's where you get them and you're happy, you don't necessarily have to sign up for Part D.
But you don't necessarily want to assume I don't have to sign up or yes, everybody signs up no matter what, because it really comes back to it all depends.
It really does.
Yeah. Okay, so that's another reason, guys, I would tell you to call us and to not navigate this on your own. Anything dealing with Medicare, whether it's Part A, Part B, whether it's Advantage plans, supplement plans, or whether it's like what we're talking about today, which is Part D, I would encourage you, call us at 1-800-381-8870. That's our toll-free number. From anywhere in the nation you can call. It's toll-free call, and we'll be glad to help you any way we can. I would tell you specifically ask for either Morgan or Stephen, and they'll be glad to help you. So Morgan, let me ask you then, so what's the first step in regards to where should I start? If I'm turning 65 and I need to sign up for Medicare Part D or the drug plan, what's the first step that I need to go do?
Sure. So obviously you'll want to call us so we can help you walk through things, but I would start going to Medicare.gov. That is really your Medicare website you're going to want to stick to. So you can create a login, username, password. I'd start there, and you can get a list of your prescriptions, all your drugs that you do take, and you can plug them in online to the Medicare.gov, and it'll help you find plans in your area of, explaining all the coverage. But I would start with that website, go to is it a tab, just a prescription drug plan tab, or I need a plan?
Yeah, there's a link, and that website changes. Of course, they update and do modifications, so it changes as far as the exact location. But I would say I agree with you. Just create a username and password for the My Medicare. That is a different username and password than My Social Security. We encourage people to do that too, but it is separate. And that helps you get the ball going.
So you mentioned something earlier, Morgan, about going to the site and entering their prescriptions. Mm-hmm. So why do they need to enter their prescriptions on this site, and what's the benefit for doing that?
Really, the benefit would be long-term is having it logged in. The site is, again, you create your username and password, put all your drugs in it, but it stores it for you. So moving forward, after you do eventually pick a plan, you can edit it. It will save it, say next year you're not taking that drug anymore and you want a new prescription drug plan, or you get on a heftier medication that you used to not have to take. You can go in, enter that online. It will store from all your previous medications. Then you could find, if you need a new plan, you could find a new plan based on those current medications.
So basically that plan, the key word you said there was edit. You can edit the plan.
Edit
so it means
save,
you can add things to it,
take it
save
away.
it, you can take it away.
Change the dosage, things like that.
Right. And just for clarification, we're not doing so doesn't change any of the plans themselves. It's just
Right.
your list of prescriptions.
Right.
So obviously, if you're if you're not taking any prescriptions, or if you're only taking, let's say, lisinopril, it's a generic drug, it's super cheap. Okay, I don't need to save that every year. You could pretty much pick any plan
Sure.
that's going to cover that drug.
But the more complicated it
But-
gets,
right.
the more you need to save it, the more you need to interact with that site,
That's
because
right.
that helps you navigate. Because not all plans, Stephen, are necessarily created equal.
Not at all. There is no such thing as what is the best prescription drug plan out there. Not only is it forbidden to use that kind of language for agents or insurance companies to market, like, well, this is the best one. They absolutely forbid that, because there is no best plan. It all depends on the very specific, what zip code you're in, what prescription drugs you're taking. All of that matters.
Okay, so it does. So
And it changes every year.
yeah, it doesn't stay. That's the thing. It doesn't stay the same.
Right.
So that's very, very important. So is there anything else, Stephen, that you can think of as far as giving someone advice? What is there anything we missed? Because this is a short one in regards to Part D for drug plans. Is there anything else that we missed that we need to make sure they know about?
I would say that just creating the proper expectation for when you do have a drug plan, they're not designed to cover 100% of your drugs. You're still going to pay for a prescription. It just depends on what the co-pays are going to be. There's terminology such as formulary, tiers. There's different costs throughout the year, even depending on things like the donut hole. And I mean, there's all those kinds of factors come into play. And it's just not necessary to try to navigate that by yourself, because you can get the help of an agent or from anywhere, but certainly we'll help you, and it doesn't cost you a dime.
Now, so let's make sure, because I was just about to say it, so I'm going to repeat it so you'll know that what Stephen said is true here. Just it does not cost you any more to have someone help you. You do not save money by trying to navigate it on your own. So it's the same thing that, just like as an example, I look at it in regards to when you pay your house mortgage or you pay your car insurance, you pay that. You don't cut separate checks to an agent. Insurance companies will pay in regards to who gets paid. So you're not saving any money by trying to do it yourself. So utilize your agent. Let them help you navigate. That way you don't make mistakes, because some of the mistakes, especially on the supplement plans as an example, which we won't get into today, but you have to qualify. And so where Advantage plans, you don't have to qualify in the beginning. So there's all kinds of little nuances. And this is the stuff that agents can help you navigate to make sure the mistakes are not made. Because some of the mistakes, once they would be made, you can't undo them. Or you then become stuck. And you can't get off one plan onto another based on health situations. Where if you do it right, you want to leave yourself with as many options as you can possibly get. And the agents are going to be the best ones to do that. So again, call us 1-800-381-8870. We'll be more than happy to help you any way that we can. This is another strategic money tip given to you today. God bless. Have a great day. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's Strategic Money Tip. If you have any questions about the material covered in today's video, or you'd like to speak with someone from our team, simply call our office at 1-800-381-8870. Also, while we have your attention, click the link below to watch our latest video. And to see more videos on tips just like this one, make sure to click the logo to subscribe to our channel. On behalf of the team at Strategic Estate Planning Services, thanks again for watching.